so we're going to talk about Naomi. Starting out like in 2009 when she started, into when she left with Sasha Banks, and then back to when she returned. So yeah, we're going to start with like her developmental territories and stuff like that, and then end up where she is today, where she's out at the moment on maternity leave. So yeah, we're going to get into that stuff basically about her and all that lot. Right, so 2009 to 2011, she was in developmental territory. So in like August 2009, McRae signed a contract with WWE where she was ported to their then developmental territory, FCW. On June 20th, 2010, Naomi defeated Serena Deeb on FCW TV to become the inaugural FCW Divas champion. On an episode of FCW TV, Naomi competed in a match against AJ Lee, where both the Queen of FCW title and FCW Divas Championship were on the line, which ended in a double countout. Naomi joined the all-female third season of NXT in 2010 with Kelly as her pro. She made her in-ring debut on September 7th episode of NXT, where she teamed with Kelly to defeat Alicia Fox and fellow rookie Maxine after Naomi pinned Maxine. She teamed with Kelly and Jamie Keys, defeating Layla, Michelle McCall and Caitlyn. On another episode of NXT, Naomi defeated Maxine in a singles match. Naomi lost the competition to Caitlyn, placing second in the season. Then on another episode in 2011, Naomi lost the FCW Divas Championship to AJ Lee. So after that, she was part of the Fundamentals from 2012 to 2014. Naomi made her main roster debut on Raw alongside Cameron as valets for Brodus Clay, with the duo dubbed as the Funkadactyls on the TLC pre-show on December 16th. Naomi scored a victory in Santa's Little Helpers Battle Royal, earning a match against Divas champion Eve Torres later that night, where she lost. On a 2013 episode of SmackDown, the Funkadactyls were attacked backstage by the Bellas. The Funkadactyls, Clay and Tensai, collectively known as the Tons of Funk, were originally set to face Team Rose Scholars, Cody Rhodes, Damien Sandow, and the Bella Twins in an 8-person mixed tag match at WrestleMania 29. But after the match was cut due to time constraints, it instead took place the following night on Raw, with Tons of Funk coming out victorious. On August 26th episode of Raw, Naomi was ringside for a match between Natalya and Brie Bella alongside the cast of Tail Divas, including Cameron, Nikki Bella, Eva Marie and JJ Hoffman, which ended with the Divas champion AJ Lee coming out and cutting a work to shoot promo directed at the women. Naomi competed against Natalya, Brie Bella and Lee in a fatal 4-way match for the Divas Championship at Night of Champions, where Lee retained the title. The cast of Total Divas went on to defeat Lee, Alicia Fox, Oksana and Caitlyn, Rosa Mendez, Tamina Snuka and Summer Rae in the traditional elimination tag match at Survivor Series. And at TLC, Naomi, Cameron and Tensai abandoned Clay due to his attitude. And then in February 2014, Naomi suffered a legitimate displaced fracture, the orbital bone, drawing a match against Oksana on Raw. She returned, teaming with Cameron to defeat Lee and Snuka in the tag team match. And at WrestleMania XXX, Naomi competed in a Vicky Guerrero Invitational match for the Lee's Divas Championship, where Lee successfully retained a title. And at Money in the Bank, Naomi lost the Divas champion, the new Divas champion Paige, in a title match. And then Naomi and Cameron lost to Lee and Paige in a tag team match, which caused a brawl to ensue between Cameron and Naomi. Naomi and Cameron at which just check my notes, see when it's I was sorting out my thing, but I'm thinking when did that go off? Yes, they face off at Battleground, during which the former lost of the two. Right, so after that, at Survivor Series, Naomi went to secure the victory over Cameron on an episode of Raw. At Survivor Series, Naomi participated in a traditional elimination tag match where she eliminated Cameron and eventually Paige to get the win for her team in a clean sweep. They now became involved with the Usos feud with The Miz, which involved The Miz offering to help further Naomi's musical career, much to her husband Jimmy Uso's dismay. Naomi would would have competed against Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship, where she lost the match after Jimmy Uso caused distraction due to his anger with The Miz being present. After Alicia Fox joined The Miz and missed out, Naomi and the Usos competed against three in a series of mixed tag matches where Naomi's team repeatedly lost. She accompanied the Usos during their match at WrestleMania 31 pre-show, in which they unsuccessfully challenged for Kid and Cesaro's tag team championships. We're now going into Team Bad, so I'm just going to pause it here just so I can get a drink and stuff, and then I'll be back to talk about Team Bad. I'm back from my drinking. So yeah, Team Bad. Naomi unsuccessfully competed in a Battle Royal to determine the number one contenders match for the Divas Championship. After the bout, Naomi attacks Paige for eliminating her, but ultimately win the match, turning heel as Paige had been injured by the attack. Naomi was granted the match against Bella for the title at Extreme Rules, where she failed to win the title after interference from Brie Bella. In May, Naomi attacked the Bella Twins alongside with returning Tamina. The duo went on to compete in the tag team match against the Bella Twins at Payback, during which Naomi and Tamina won. On the May 18th episode of Raw, Naomi competed in another championship match against Nikki Bella, where the Bella retained the title after Tamina caused disqualification and was subsequently followed by Paige's return. Naomi then competed in a triple threat match against Paige and Nikki Bella in an Elimination Chamber. However, once again, she failed to capture the title. So, after weeks of the Divas division being dominated by the Bella Twins and their ally Alicia Fox, Stephanie McMahon called for the Divas Revolution, introducing debuting NXT Women's Championship the champion Sasha Banks to the line with Naomi and Tamina, dubbed the Team Bad, as well as Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch to align with Paige, leading to the brawl between the three teams. The three teams faced off a three-team elimination match at SummerSlam, which was won by PCB. Attributes of the troops in December. Team Bad and Paige defeated Brie Bella, Charlotte Fox, and Lynch in an 8 women's tag match. And then an episode of Raw, Banks left the team, which caused Naomi and Tamina to attack her. Naomi and Tamina lost to Banks and Lynch in a tag team match at Fastlane. At WrestleMania 32 pre-show, Naomi and Tamina teamed up with Lana, Emma, and Summer Rae in a 10 Diva tag match against Brie Bella, Paige, Fox, Eva Marie, and Natalia, where Naomi's team was defeated. In early May, Naomi became inactive due to a torn ankle tendon. So now we're getting into her championship reigns. I think she's had more than one. Yeah, I think she just had the one, hasn't she? We'll find out anyway. I can't exactly remember. But Naomi was drafted to SmackDown brand in July of 19 as part of the draft. She debuted a gimmick which included a new look and entrance, dubbed the Glow, and became face again. Oh shit, that went a bit far. So at SummerSlam, Naomi competed in a 6-woman tag match against alongside Becky Lynch and Carmella against Natalya, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bella, where Naomi's team was defeated after Bella pinned Carmella. Pardon me. Naomi, at Backlash, Naomi competed in a 6-pack elimination challenge to determine the inaugural SmackDown Women's Champion, where she eliminated Bliss before eliminating herself by Natalya. Naomi competed as part of the SmackDown Women's team against the Raw Women's team as Survivor Series pay-per-view, where her team lost. After 2 months of inactive activity, Naomi returned to WWE, won the SmackDown Women's Championship at Elimination Chamber from Alexa Bliss, but the following week vacated the title due to a legitimate injury where she sustained during the title match. She regained the title when she made her in-ring return at WrestleMania 33, a 6-pack challenge match, where she made Bliss submit. So Naomi defeated Lana to retain the title at Money in the Bank. She went to retain the title over Lana 2 more times. The latter, which involved a 7-second submission victory. Naomi debuted a customized belt with LED lights and various colours. At SummerSlam, Naomi dropped the SmackDown Women's Champion to Natalya, ending her reign at 140 days. At Survivor Series, Naomi competed in a 5-on-5 elimination tag team match where she eliminated Raw team captain Alicia Fox before being eliminated herself by Sasha Banks, with her team ultimately losing the match. Right, now we're going to get into various storylines and then her departure in 2022. So in 2018, Naomi competed in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match, the namesake pay-per-view, won the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal at WrestleMania 34 and participated in the first ever women's pay-per-view Evolution, competing in the Women's Battle Royal match, which was won by Jax. Naomi then entered a feud with Mandy Rose after Rose started flirting with her real life husband Jimmy Uso to ruin her life basically, and then which involved Rose hinting at kissing Uso, as well as Naomi attacking Rose in the hotel room, which Rose invited Uso. At the Royal Rumble in 2019, Naomi and Rose eliminated each other during the match. The two exchanged victories over each other in February, and that same month, Naomi teamed with Carmella in the 6-tag elimination match in the inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, the namesake pay-per-view, where they were the first team eliminated. During the 29th WWE Superstar Shake-Up, Naomi was drafted to the Raw brand. She was unsuccessful competing for the Money in the Bank ladder match for the namesake pay-per-view. At the Royal Rumble in 2020, she returned from a hiatus by entering the Royal Rumble match at number 18, lasting 22 minutes before being eliminated by Shayna Baszler. Later in the attributed of her time away to health issues and a relative's death. The following month, Naomi lost to Bayley in a match for the SmackDown Women's Championship at Super Showdown, and in April at WrestleMania 36, Naomi competed in a 5-way elimination match for the same title, in which she eliminated by Sasha Banks. In September, she underwent surgery to remove a fibroid. As part of the 2020 draft in October, Naomi was drafted to Raw. She entered the Royal Rumble in 2021 during the 30 Women Royal Rumble match, entering at number 2, where she was eliminated by Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. She teamed with Lana to compete for the Tag Team Turmoil match during the night of WrestleMania 37 to determine number 1 contenders for the championships, where the duo was defeated. And in August 2021, Naomi became part of the SmackDown roster. She subsequently began a feud with Sonya Deville, who was an authority figure at the time. The feud developed due to Naomi's persistence of asking for matches, irritating Deville, and Naomi and Deville eliminated each other from the Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble in January 2022. Naomi teamed with Ronda Rousey to defeat Deville and Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania Elimination Chamber, the next month. And then a second night of WrestleMania 38, Naomi teamed with Sasha Banks to compete in a fatal 4-way tag match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, in which they defeated the respective teams of Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Natalya, and Shayna Baszler, and the title holds Carmella and Queen Zelina to become the tag team champions. During the May 16th episode of Raw, Naomi and Banks legitimately walked out of the show. The show's venue over the creative disputes after a meeting with CEO Vince McMahon. This caused a change in the show's main event that originally involved both girls. Naomi and Banks received in their suspensions and the titles were vacated. And in March 2023, Naomi stated that she was no longer with the WWE. Right, so we're going to get into 2023 to 2024 when she was Impact Wrestling or TNA. So Fatu made her Impact Wrestling debut during the tapings of Impact, which aired on a tape delay under the name of Trinity. She appeared during the confrontation involving her Impact Knockouts World Champion Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace. During this, which she complained her intention to win the title, Trinity competed in her first pay-per-view match since WrestleMania 38, defeating Giselle Shaw. On the Slammiversary, Trinity and Purrazzo defeated Purrazzo via submission to win the championship. And then on the main event of Emergence, Trinity had her final successful title defense against defeating Purrazzo, and at Victory Road, Trinity successfully defended her title against Alicia Edwards. But at Bound for Glory, Trinity successfully defended her title against Mickie James, in what Trinity described as one of her all-time favourite moments in her career. At Turning Point, Trinity successfully defended her title against Purrazzo again in a last chance match. And at Final Resolution, Trinity and Jordynne Grace defeated Purrazzo and Giselle Shaw following the Bound for Glory. And it was announced that Impact Wrestling would be rebranding back to TNA Wrestling in 2024. Therefore, the title became the TNA Knockouts World Championship. After winning the Call Your Shots Gauntlet match, it was announced that Grace was to challenge Trinity for the title. And at Hard to Kill, Trinity lost the Knockouts World Championship to Grace, thus ending her reign at 182 days, marking her first pinfall loss in TNA. And on the 25th episode of TNA, January 25th episode of TNA Impact, Trinity was unsuccessful in gaining the title from Grace. Her last match of TNA was a pre-tape match that aired February 18th episode of Impact, where she tagged with Grace to defeat Giselle Shaw and Savannah Evans. When we get into her return to WWE, so teaming with Bianca Belair. So at the Royal Rumble, Trinity once again performing as Naomi made her return to WWE, making her first appearance within the company within nearly 2 years as a surprise entrance to the Royal Rumble match, reprising her Glow character. Naomi entered the match at number 2, lasting an hour and 2 minutes before being eliminated by Jade Cargill. Naomi was officially signed to the SmackDown brand. 2 weeks later, Naomi had her first singles match back in WWE, defeating Alba Fire to qualifying for the Elimination Chamber match. Elimination Chamber Perth, Naomi was unsuccessful in the match, being eliminated by Tiffany Stratton. At night 1 of WrestleMania XL, Naomi teamed with Cargill and Bianca Belair, where they defeated Damage Control and in a 6-women tag match. After defeating Stratton to become the number 1 contender, Naomi faced Bayley for the WWE Women's Championship, where Stratton interfered and caused disqualification. This led to a triple threat match at Backlash, but Naomi was unsuccessful. Naomi defeated Blair Davenport and Indy Hartwell to qualify for the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, where she was unsuccessful. And at Survivor Series War Game, Naomi participated in a War Games match alongside Bayley, Belair, Io Sky, Rhea Ripley against Tiffany Stratton, Candice LeRae, Nia Jax, and the Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez in a winning effort. Naomi replaced Jade Cargill as the face, who was found attacked kayfabe backstage, as Bianca Belair's tag team partner to defend the tag team championships. And is becoming officially recognised as champion at the Royal Rumble events. Naomi competed in the namesake match, entering at 15, eliminating Zoe Stark before being eliminated by Nia Jax. And Naomi and Belair lost the titles to Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez after interference from Dominic Mysterio, ending their reign at 73 days. I'm going to get into her proceed with caution, which she's been doing since 2025, before she got pregnant. So Elimination Chamber Toronto, Naomi due to participate in the namesake match. At the beginning of the match, however, she was attacked by Jade Cargill, seemingly confirming that she was Cargill's attacker. Naomi confessed being Cargill's attacker, turning heel for the first time since 2016. During this time, Naomi underwent a character change, including usage of the caution tape in her entrance ring attire, as well as adopting the phrase "proceed with caution" as a warning to her opponents. And then General Manager Nick Aldis announced that Naomi was to face Cargill at WrestleMania 31, the first non-title women's single match at WrestleMania ever since 2006, and first without a stipulation. At night one of WrestleMania, Naomi lost to Cargill. Naomi defeated Cargill and Jax in a triple threat match qualifying for the Money in the Bank match. Naomi won the Money in the Bank, and in Evolution, Naomi lost to Cargill in Noah's Barred match with Belair as a special guest referee, ending their feud. Later that night, Naomi successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank contract on night on Io Sky during the Women's Championship, World Championship defense against Rhea Ripley, and pinned Sky to win her third title for the third time. Following the title win, Naomi moved to Raw, the Raw brand, and at SummerSlam the night 2 SummerSlam, Naomi successfully defended her title against Ripley and Sky in a triple threat match. Naomi was forced to vacate the title to her real-life pregnancy, ending her reign at 36 days. So yeah, I've always thought that Naomi was underrated in a way. I think she's better than what a lot of people give her credit for. A bit like she's like the female Kofi Kingston. Really, she's quite athletic, and she doesn't really get as much as she like. A lot of people give Kofi Kingston a lot of praise now since he's left and since he became world champion. Since she should have been given a better chance. I think Naomi should have been given a chance. I think if she didn't become pregnant, she probably would have made a good champion. But obviously, she got a different blessing in her real life. So ideally, she's been given two blessings. One was the championship. The other one was her pregnancy, which I think the pregnancy is a bigger one. But yeah, hopefully she will return. Obviously, once she feels ready, but hopefully, when she does, if she does return, she makes some kind of waves like she has done before with her Royal Rumble matches, because she's been amazing in those. She's been like doing what Kofi did, jumping and stuff. But yeah, I think this is going to be one for a while. I don't know if it's another one or not. What time is it? So I'm filming this at 2:20 to 3 on Monday, and I don't think I'd want to do another one. See, this might be when am I next off? I'm off Thursday, so I might do another one Thursday. I don't know one yet. I'll have to decide on that. But yeah, this one's been on Naomi. I don't think this is good. I think I've been okay. I don't know. I need to get better at my friends presenting style, I think. Yeah, I wear the masks. I don't want to show my face. All my face. Obviously, some people are going to know who I am because of the backgrounds, because obviously they know what my room looks like in that. So, but yeah, this has been on Naomi. I might be live by the time this goes out. Might be. There might be some more videos on TikTok and maybe short in between. Depends how I feel. Yeah, this is. Just tell me if you want like a different video of me showing you like what I have here and the other stuff I've got. I've got some stuff in drawers and that. If you want to have a look at me to show you what I've got, then I will. Just comment what you want really, and I'll try and do a video of it.